Brendan Mortensen here at Prince George's Stadium, joined by Orioles pitching prospect Braxton Bragg. It's been a great season for you. I kind of want to start at the beginning a little bit. So you start out at Nebraska, you're there for 3 years, and then you transfer to Dallas Baptist, obviously a smaller program. What went into that decision? Was it just hey, I believe in myself to be a starter, and I want to showcase that?
Yeah, no, I love my time at Nebraska. I greatly cherish it. It was 3 years of my life. So made some great friendships and had some good memories. But it was just a decision I made because I wanted to grow more spiritually, academically, and athletically. And, it wasn't a decision of because I wanted to start or because I was a reliever or anything like that. I just needed a fresh start somewhere else. And, I entered the portal and Dallas Baptist reached out that same day. And, it was the best blessing in disguise I could have ever asked for. Right when they offered, I committed because it was just the best place for me. And, I'm super grateful for that time at Dallas Baptist. And, I wouldn't be here where I am today without them. So.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, this has been a breakout season for you, but it kind of started at the second half of last year. Your last 10-11 starts in Delmarva, the ERA was unbelievable. Was there something that clicked for you towards the second half of that season?
Yeah, I was just on a roll. When you have a good feel for all your pitches and you're just out there, you're just pitching and you're just competing. And, I love to compete. And so it was just super fun to, just let it loose, I guess. And, I guess it got in a groove, but it was nothing different than what I was doing prior to that point in the season. So.
Yeah, and was that a confidence builder for you going into this offseason?
Oh, yeah, for sure, definitely. It gave me some good momentum. Going into the off season and the spring training with my work, and it definitely pushed me to work harder so I could keep moving up. So
yeah, and this year has been off to an unbelievable start here in Bowie after getting the promotion from Aberdeen. What went into your work this off season to allow you to have such a great year this year?
Yeah, no, I kept the same kind of work ethic that I've always had. Definitely improved it a little bit, but I just wanted to gain weight. I gained about 10 to 15 pounds this offseason. Just work. I was down at Dallas Baptist training down there with, all my pro buddies and whatnot. So having them to work out with and throw with definitely helped in the facilities and everything. But, I just, gained weight and then I learned to kick change. And that's been a great pitch for me so far. And then just, I ticked up in velo just naturally, which was definitely helpful. So, just a lot of hard work and then just gaining weight. So
yeah, two things I want to ask you about there. I'll start with the kick change. Just walk me through the process of learning that pitch. I know it's pretty new. It's a tread athletics thing, pretty trendy. Talk me through the grip of it, why it works for your arm slot, and how that's been effective for you this year.
Yeah, no, at first I didn't want anything to do with it because it was the weirdest pitch I ever threw. And, if I went out there the first day I threw it, I would probably hit every single right-handed batter, every single pitch with it. So eventually I just kind of said, I got to work on it. And, over the course of the offseason, I just got better and better with it and it got more comfortable. From my slot, I feel like it definitely helps because it's called a kick change because like your middle finger literally kicks it to the side. And if you want to get all fancy with it, it spins more laterally and that's why it goes straight down. And so, my stuff last year was really lateral. And so now I have a pitch that has depth, which helps me out. Both right and left. It's been a career pitch for me.
Yeah, and with the uptick in velocity too, I know you hit 100 a few games ago. Is that the first time you've ever done that?
So actually, it wasn't 100. Oh. I know it's very let down. I wished it was 100. But
the radar gun's at 100. We're gonna let that.
It was still up there, but it wasn't 100. So I'm still working on that.
Okay.
I got a lot of text messages on that one, and I was like, I can't lie. But the velo. It honestly, I think it just grew just from gaining weight, and then I was working this off season. I didn't really do anything differently mechanically. I think it was literally just gaining weight, and then just an intent thing whenever I started playing catch, and it's been a huge help for me this year, and. Velo always, it's still hard to hit velo. So the more velo you have, it's harder to hit. So,
talk about the numbers that you have had this year and just how it's felt for you on the mound from a confidence perspective, from hey, I can go out, every 5 days and shove like this. Like, what has that done for you and your outlook on yourself as a pitcher?
Yeah, it's been a great year so far. And, it just I don't know, when you have this big of a run, your confidence is really high, and like my confidence right now is, it's pretty good. So I feel like I can go out there and repeat it on a weekly basis, which I've done so far. But yeah, no, for sure, it's pretty cool, it's surreal. I'm continually working on stuff because I know, this isn't the ultimate, pinnacle of my baseball career. I'm trying to keep moving and get better. So I don't want to get complacent with it. But yeah, no, the results have been great so far, and hopefully I can keep it going forward.
Yeah, how do you find a balance between, hey, the numbers are really good and I don't want to get complacent versus, if I were to ask you, what are some goals that you are looking to accomplish over the rest of the season? What do you want to work on and get better at? How do you balance the, hey, things are really good versus there's still things I need to tweak and adjust and work on?
Yeah, I think it definitely just comes from being hungry. I mean, last year I was in low A the whole year, and at the time I was obviously maybe a little frustrated with it, just because I felt like I was doing good, felt like I should have moved, but that's just not what God wanted at the time, and it's paid off this year. Being able to move quickly, pitching the breakout game, and then move up after 3 weeks. So my goals is just keep moving up, but I just control what I can control, and I can't control a lot of that. And so the best thing I can do is just keep my head down and work. And yeah, so.
Well, Braxton, we appreciate the time, and we're excited to see you every fifth day. It's been a treat.
Yeah, thank you.